Hey les copains, c'est le petit Yo-Yo. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour l'épisode numéro 2 du jeu Game of Thrones. C'est parti les amis. Nous allons le trouver, je sais qu'on peut y arriver. Donc voilà, maintenant on va contrôler elle à Port-Réal. Car le jeune homme que nous avons contrôlé dans l'épisode 1, j'ai fait un choix qu'il fallait peut-être pas, je sais pas. Mais j'ai tué un homme de Bolton. Et là maintenant il s'est retrouvé au mur. Et donc on a besoin de elle pour je ne sais plus quelle raison.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him.
Donc on est ici dans la chambre. Donc le coffre ça sert strictement à rien. Ok, d'accord. Donc on continue notre chemin. La fenêtre, l'aide de mer, lire.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf.
Lady Marjorie.
She is our best hope and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Donc c'est-à-dire que c'est encore Geoffrey le roi, si je me trompe pas.
One moment.
Il y a personne.
Oh,
ah si.
Sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Pas vous déranger.
I can come back later if you'd like.
Le congédier, le faire entrer. Non, non.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Qu'est-ce qu'il veut le petit haut là?
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking,
je suis inquiète, je veux pas parler, je veux bien. Je suis inquiète.
Worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Of course, my lady. Eh mon petit, roule-toi.
You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong,
oui.
but it seems like you do.
Je suis sa camériste. Le moment n'est pas opportun.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
Vous semblez bien vous entendre. T'inquiète, peut-être une amie.
I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the royal steps, talking to Queen
Elle parlait à la reine Cersei.
Cersei?
Oh putain, qu'est-ce qu'il y a à foutre là, elle?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
Ça commence avec les ennuis, là. Lui, c'est un beau espionneur, lui.
Most people don't tend to notice a call boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Il est malin,
Good
lui.
night, milady.
Lui va nous servir alors. Obligé. Oh, Marjorie, tiens.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Oh bordel, qu'est-ce qu'il va me dire?
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
Elle va plus dire qu'elle va crever.
To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal sept.
Oh putain, les gardiens,
she mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Comme une traître. Oh putain.
She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort for what I don't know, but
J'espère
she's
qu'elle va pas
waiting
crever
for us
alors.
now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her.
Oh putain.
Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Oh c'est la merde, c'est la merde, c'est la merde, c'est la merde.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Oh bordel, on va voir Cersei. Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Madame Cersei Lannister
Good
vous
luck.
demande. Ah non, c'est pas ça. Ouais, on a de bonnes chances qu'il fait mal là. Oh putain. Alors. Donc elle est pas sous le trône et Tyrion est encore là. Et ça se passe quand alors?
You can do this.
Je vois pas où que ça se passe.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking
Pas
lovely
Ramsay
this
ce
evening?
soir. Ah le petit Tyrion
Lord
Lannister.
Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission,
Putain, même dans le jeu, elle a une
allow
gueule
me
de
to
pute, hein.
introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Incliner la tête, s'agenouiller devant elle. Non, faut pas s'agenouiller, incliner la tête.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Oh putain.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet,
Cersei s'en
for
souviendra.
centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Oh merde.
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all,
Ah merde.
is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
S'agit du nouveau gouverneur? Absolument.
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder
Que ce soit
Frey.
allié à Walfrey.
If it was
Personnellement,
me,
je
I'd find
trouverais
it difficult to
difficile
so quickly
pardonner
forgive the men who
sincèrement
killed my
mon
father.
père.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of
On a
ironwood
besoin d'un
for his
apprenant,
armies.
en armée.
I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your
Majesty.
Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do
J'imagine que vous
almost
seriez prêt à
anything
tout,
to
ou
prevent that
presque,
from happening.
pour empêcher
wouldn't you?
cela, n'est-ce pas?
Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Nous avons toutes...
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
Ah c'est la merde quand même, hein. Faut bien
What
répondre.
would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an
Voilà, tuer.
interesting question, I suppose. Can we
Peut-on
truly blame
réellement
those who
condamner
end up
ceux
on the
qui
wrong
finissent du
side
mauvais
of the
côté de
war?
la guerre?
Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her
Pouvons-nous
mistake?
la blâmer pour son erreur?
Should she be
Devrait-elle-
held accountable?
Ne la juge pas, elle ne fait que suivre son cœur.
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Oh, bordel de merde, qu'est-ce qu'elle va faire?
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not.
Réinventer.
Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Oh
I'm
putain!
sure let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very
Pas
encouraging
très
either.
encourageant pour autant. Pourtant, peut-être.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Ah,
I'll
qu'est-ce qu'elle
walk
nous dit,
you
le
out.
petit Tyrion?
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No
Ouais,
doubt
nickel
she
alors.
was pleased. But Cersei,
Mais Cersei,
she will not soon
on ne
forget
dira pas
what you
vos
said.
propos de sitôt.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in
Notamment, je
thwarting
prends
them.
plaisir à les saboter.
We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not
Je lui
her.
demandais s'il peut aider
You
ma
can help
famille.
my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
Ah merde.
Are you willing to risk
Êtes-vous
that?
prêt à courir ce risque? Ouh.
It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion. But it's a risk I cannot
Ouais, faut pas
afford.
prendre ce risque.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Ah, Sansa.
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the
Putain,
North.
ça c'est un putain d'homme ça.
King's Landing can be a nest of
Port-Réal peut
vipers
être un
to
nid
the
de vipères
uninitiated.
pour les non-initiés. Oh putain. On l'a vu, c'était tendu hein. On prend Cersei hein. Alors. Comment on pourrait faire pour les aider?
Mira, I was worried.
Mira, j'étais
How was
inquiet.
it? Cersei
Pas
has
très
a
bien,
way
ça
of
s'est bien
looking at
passé,
you
je
so
crois.
you're nothing. It's more than a
Ça s'est
little
bien passé.
intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the
Marjorie a passé
entire
toute la journée à
day
travailler sur
working
le
on
plan
seating
comptable du
arrangements for the
mariage.
wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th born sons. Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the
La
Red
Vipère
Viper.
Rouge.
I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king,
Épouser un roi, je
I
ne peux
can
qu'imaginer
only
l'effet que
imagine
ça
what
ferait.
that would be like.
Ouais, ouais. Quand t'es en bas
Would
de
you
l'échelle,
marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie
je ne
well.
veux pas être
I
reine.
don't want to be queen no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Ouais,
I
calme-toi,
might even
Piotr.
allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and
Brienne de
Tyrion
Tarth et Tyrion
Lannister.
Lannister.
What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a
Ce
battle
n'est pas un
plan.
jeu, c'est un plan de bataille.
Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
Mais en fait, ce sont les femmes
The
qui sont
queen
puissantes.
was-
Regarde.
Rather
La reine est plutôt déçue de tes
disappointed
propos,
by your
Mira. Oh
display,
putain.
Mira.
Oh merde.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will
Alors ça
have
se
no
passe
choice
quand,
but
bordel
to
de
love
merde?
you.
Parce qu'elle va bientôt devenir reine.
Do you agree?
Geoffrey, il est pas encore mort.
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the
Je sais pas, ouais, je
Boltons.
sais pas du tout quand ça se
That
passe
cannot
quand
have
même.
been easy.
Parce que là,
I know you
Bolton
must
sont encore
fear
là.
what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Équipe. Demander son aide. On va demander son aide.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Je lui fais confiance. Sarah peut rester. Ouais, ouais, il faut qu'elle reste. C'est une pote.
Go on.
Geoffrey, pourrais-tu la protection de ma
Ask.
mère a besoin de notre aide. Pouvez-vous arrêter Ramsay? Ma mère a besoin de notre aide.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
Oh bordel
My
de
mother
merde.
fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
Que vous avez posé la question
That is
au nom
no
de votre
small
mère.
request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family
Votre
fought
famille
for
a
the
combattu pour les
Starks.
Stark. Et vous
And now
voulez que
you
je
would
demande
have me
d'intervenir?
ask him to intervene.
Ouais, effectivement, ça risque
Is
d'être
the
chaud quand même.
situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
C'est le seul
You're
moyen.
the only one who can help me. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Ça risque d'être chaud.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Ah, ça risque d'être la merde, hein. Ah, route royale, bois au loup. On retrouve notre petit homme de l'épisode numéro 1. Qu'est-ce qui se passe encore? Le cheval est perturbé, il s'est barré. L'enfoiré.
Seven hells.
Par les 7 enfers. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Ouais, qui c'est qui est en train de torturer là?
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Ah, Hal Bolton.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have...
Ah, il est en train de torturer le Baratheon, je crois.
How much further is it?
Encore on va rejoindre ces forestiers.
Foresters.
A day, my
Bonjour,
lord.
monseigneur.
Two at most.
What was that?
Qu'est-ce que c'était? Oh bordel.
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
Non. Putain, il m'a découvert.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Ne pas bouger. Ça se trouve, il viendra pas vers moi.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Oh la chance! De toute façon, j'ai pas couru. Ah, le Bolton. Il manque qu'il crève lui, hein. Je vous le dis. Hein. Ça c'est qui déjà? C'est le Baratheon. Merde, comment que c'est? Ah, je sais plus c'est quoi son nom. Par contre, c'est étrange quand même que il le séquestre ici. Allez, montre-nous ta gueule, voir ce que ça donne. Oh!
Bloody hell.
Bon, donc c'est pas lui. C'est quelqu'un.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
Il faut qu'on fasse preuve. Il faut qu'on soit un roi,
But
un digne roi.
300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you.
Oh, putain, 300 générations.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair
Je veux être
and
comme
wise.
lui.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not
Une
decades, to
décennie
earn.
pour en arriver là. Mais bon, c'est
These
quand même un beau
were your
rêve.
father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all
Donc ils
others,
avaient confiance.
the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Une nouvelle sentinelle.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
Oh putain, on va le juger.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Alors, par contre, là, tout le monde est là. Pourquoi l'avez-vous frappé?
Missed.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
Et un voleur.
This house is doomed. We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding
T'es
our
censé garder vos
weapons,
armes et au
but
lieu de
instead
ça,
we
nous
caught
l'avons
him
surpris en
stealing.
train de les voler. Oh putain, l'enculé!
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true?
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Waouh, putain. Pas bon ça.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are
Ces mots sont
hard,
durs, mais ils sont
but they're
honnêtes.
honest.
Cette maison court à
This
sa perte.
house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
Calm yourself.
The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forrester. Now there's only chaos.
Ah, mais arrête de taper, toi! Putain!
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to
Ah
know
ouais.
they cannot do whatever
Faut
the
pas
fuck
tuer.
they please. Their lord will not
Parce que
permit
si on montre qu'on tue, on n'est pas,
Send him
on
to
est,
the
on est
war.
pas moins que les Bolton. Donc on va rester calme.
I will decide.
Haha, putain de merde. Faut... Certes, c'est un
If
voleur.
you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my
Couper 3
lord.
doigts, l'envoyer au
My
mur,
family
se
depends
montrer
on me.
clément. Je vais l'envoyer au mur.
Sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
No, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
J'aurais peut-être dû.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
C'était mon devoir, ça ne m'a pas dérangé. Ai-je eu raison?
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
The wall seems like a fitting place for a thief. I only hope he doesn't find Garrett there and take his anger out on the poor squire. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need
J'ai besoin
someone
d'une personne de
you can
confiance à vos
trust
côtés.
by your side. Someone you
Je
can
pourrais
rely
qui
on,
choisir
no
vous?
matter
Je
the
fais défense au
circumstance.
conseil restreint.
Possessing wisdom and
Je
experience.
pourrais vous
And
choisir
I'm
vous.
sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore
dommage.
an oath to serve as such. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither
Ils
thinks
ne
very
supportent
highly
pas
of the
en
other.
très grande
How
estime.
do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of
L'insigne de la
office.
fonction.
Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Je ferai le
I'll
bon
make
choix.
the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Ok, on va aller remachiner des indices là. Il faut qu'on prenne le meilleur sentinelle. Il faut qu'on prenne le meilleur sentinelle. Et qui choisir? Parler. On va parler avec Duncan.
Duncan,
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
Laissez vaquer à ce... non.
As Lord, I must name a Sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
I haven't decided yet.
Well, you must soon, my lord. This is not a matter to be taken lightly.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Lui, je l'aime bien, lui.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry!
C'est pas lui, il a une gueule.
I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold
A
swords.
word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice.
Qu'en est-il de nos défenses? Voir, qu'est-ce
What's
qu'il
the
dit? Voilà.
state of our defenses? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We
Non, mais
post
ils le
anyone
sont.
who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Ok, d'accord. C'est pas facile quand
Yes,
même.
my
Hein.
lord.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the White Hills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise he. But he has no business being sentinel. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action. So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Ça risque d'être
Very
chaud
good.
parce que t'en as un,
I
c'est
trust
une
your
brute,
judgment, my lord.
et t'as l'autre, c'est une tête. Donc si je choisis celui qui a, comment, la tête qui peut parler aux ennemis, les ennemis ne voudront peut-être pas parler et vont nous tuer. Mais si on choisit la méthode brute, ils vont voir qu'on est sans pitié et qu'on n'a pas réfléchi. On peut pas avoir d'autres... genre sur la fille, non, je sais pas. Parler à Malcolm. J'ai essayé de
Ethan.
voir des infos.
Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
Nous avons besoin de vous
At
ici.
first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. She
Ok, d'accord.
insisted. I will hold, of
Donc
course.
il va partir chercher son
Until you've
frère
spoken with her about
pour
it.
aider la maison
Just try to be
contre les
kind to her.
Bolton.
She's been
Est-ce
living
qu'il va
a
arriver à
nightmare
temps?
made
Bonne
real.
question.
But you know that just as well.
Je sais quoi dire, je fais preuve de
She's my
délicatesse.
mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted,
Votre-
my lord.
Telle est
That
votre
is your
véritable
true
force.
strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be
Si je
so
puis me permettre.
bold, Sir Royland is the man
Sir
for the job.
Roland.
He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why
Pourquoi
Sir
êtes-vous si
Royland?
sûr?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength
apporter un
and
fort
discipline to
discipline à
this
cette
house.
maison.
Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the
Ah
likes
bah là,
of
contre les
Ramsay
Bolton, ouais.
Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ok,
Ethan,
donc ça veut
I
dire...
need to talk
Ah.
to you.
Oh putain, il y a elle qui va me parler maintenant. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce délire? On va dire encore que...
Mother told me
Bah,
Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of
Elle fait toujours
family
penser à la
above all
famille avant
else.
tout.
Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more
Pour
concerned
l'instant,
about
je suis
you.
surtout inquiète pour toi.
I saw what you did to that man. You promised me you wouldn't change, and I believed you.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Ah, c'est la merde hein,
I'm
quand
the
tu deviens roi.
Lord.
Hein.
It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What?
Mais...
Ethan,
J'aimerais que
please.
Père soit ici. Que
Tell
ferais-tu?
me.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father is gone. You are the lord of this house, which is why you must be strong.
Tu dois être
You're
fort.
just as capable as
Tu es
Asher
aussi
or
capable
Roderick
que
ever
moi.
were.
Jamais
I know
été
it.
H et Roderick.
I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank
Merci.
you.
Allez, on va choisir le sentinelle. On va choisir l'autre alors, finalement. On va choisir celui-ci. Après, ça me fait chier parce que si je lui donne lui, l'autre, il sera pas trop... Ah si, allez.
I've decided to name you as my sentinel, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord, but are you sure?
Oui,
Yes,
absolument.
Of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester or Tengrin to do it at once.
Bon, bah j'ai choisi lui. Espérons que ça va pas me ruiner.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
T'inquiète, c'est fait, mon tio. Oui,
Yes,
absolument.
Maester. I'm ready.
Very well.
Très
I
bien,
will
je vais me
convene the
convoquer.
small council at once.
Ah, j'espère que l'autre, tu vas pas me faire la gueule. En même temps, de toute façon, fallait bien que j'en choisisse un. Hein. Alors...
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Le choix était clair. Vous méritez tous les deux le titre.
Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Ah, allez, je suis obligé de donner
Sir
à
Royland de
Roland.
Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've
Ouais,
done
voilà.
well, Lord
Duncan
Ethan.
s'en
You won't
souviendra. Bah
regret
oui, c'est logique, quoi.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of?
Qui sait ce qui est
We
qui
need
ne
to
me fait
prepare
pas
for the
peur, nous nous
worst.
occuperons de lui.
There's
Il
no
faut
need
passer de
to
la
panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Ouh, ça
The
c'était bien joué.
Bolton
par contre.
sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please.
T'en as, c'est la
Hope the
force
gods
brute, et
Mira
puis
has
t'as l'autre,
asked Lady
c'est...
Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust
Nous
Mira's
devons être
judgment.
soudés. Il doit y
I
avoir
don't
un
doubt
autre
she did
moyen.
everything within her power to help us.
We all must
DOIT.
agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Nous battrons, nous marchanderons, nous aurons recours à la diplomatie. Nous nous battrons. Je sais pas. Ah, c'est chaud. C'est chaud là quand même, hein. C'est si on se bat, peut-être qu'on va tout perdre. Si on marchande, on n'a plus rien, on n'a plus aucune ressource. Et la diplomatie, c'est 50-50, hein. Nous avons recours à la diplomatie. On va essayer la
Although Sir
diplomatie.
Royland may object, I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
T'inquiète pas, Mucho.
Ethan
faut
has
tout-
made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
C'est si on combat, ouais.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
De l'ordre à
Ramsay
l'ordre.
Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait.
Oh, mais qu'est-ce que
Let
c'est
him
cool là.
gaze upon Ironwrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
On va prendre par contre. Il faut
I
faire
will meet
patienter.
him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
That's enough from you, Tuttle. Lord Ethan has spoken. Obey his command.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Il faut.
Apologies, my
C'est un lord quoi.
But now that it is settled,
Faut le
we know
respecter.
what we must do.
Même s'il est jeune.
You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Où doit se trouver votre sentinelle?
Then perhaps we should
Car
adjourn.
peut-être devrions-nous
We have to
rejoindre ce
prepare the
trou.
house.
Nous devons préparer la maison. Ah bah oui. Ah oui, est-ce que lui il est bien beau lui de tout négocier, tout le bordel, mais on connaît Ramsay Bolton, hein.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family.
Ta famille.
Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help
Et
us.
d'autres peuvent nous aider.
What about your brother,
Ton frère,
Asher?
Asher peut-être.
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will
Désire
to
se battre.
fight.
Il a soif de
A
combat.
hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father
Ethan
said
doit mener ses propres
Ethan must
batailles.
fight his own battles.
Ce qui n'est pas con.
But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct.
Son instinct lui a dicté.
Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth.
Oh putain, le pauvre vieux. Il lui a pété les
Of
dents.
course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No,
Et tu as
but
besoin
you
de
need
personnes comme
someone
lui à tes
who
côtés.
is standing beside you.
Bah va le chercher mon frère. Il faut qu'il soit à côté de
I'm
moi.
trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me
On va
send
envoyer
Malcolm to
Malcolm et Sos.
Essos.
Ouais.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
C'est parti. On va ramener le frère le plus
Thank
bourrin
you,
de
Ethan.
tous.
I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Elle pourra peut-être encore nous aider. Chambre de Lady Marjorie. Donjon Rouge, Port-Réal. Clé étrange. Sceau de la famille Tyrell. Ah ah, on peut choisir entre les deux. Un sceau ou une clé étrange. On vole rien. On n'est pas comme ça. Après, si ça se sert, on n'est pas dans la merde.
Marjorie?
Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything
on est
I
qu'au
can
premier
do.
épisode de la saison de Game of Thrones. Et ça sent la merde. Hein.
I can't imagine how you must
Je
feel.
te remercie.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you
Ça, je
if
serai
you
toujours là
ever...
pour toi. Si jamais tu... Ah. Oh putain. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Ça sent la merde.
My
Ça sent
lady,
très bien.
I'll leave you to talk.
On est dans la merde. Est-ce que tout va bien?
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family.
Oh merde.
I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed.
Me juge
And
trop
he
influençable.
reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him.
Ma famille encore. Je
He
suis vraiment
wouldn't even
désolé.
speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
La pauvre petite, elle voulait juste aider sa famille.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
Pas à Port-Réal.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Eh ouais. Tu joues à la cour des grands, petite, là.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
Ah ouais, là, faut être prudente
I
maintenant.
must send a raven. I have to
Je
warn my
dois
family.
prévenir ma
If
famille.
you'll excuse me, my lady.
Ah, c'est la merde. Effectivement. À moins que je vois Geoffrey. Qui c'est que ça?
Milady.
Ah,
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I
quel
didn't
plaisir de
frighten
vous
you.
voir, tiens.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
C'est trop
It's
dangereux.
too dangerous for me right now. And for you as well.
You needn't worry about me. I can take care of myself. Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
Ah,
I'm sorry.
c'est un secret caché?
I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Ah. Il faudra qu'on le rencontre, le Pecho. Ça se trouve, Il peut nous aider, puis il peut nous sauver. Ah ah. Qu'est-ce qu'il veut, lui? Qu'est-ce qu'il me regarde? Hein? Pute de cul, là.
Where the bloody hell is Duncan?
Où est passé Duncan?
Ah, fuck him if he's angry. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Miller
Putain,
could
il est où,
help us,
Duncan?
but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Ne faites
Sir
rien
Roland,
d'insensé.
I trust you'll keep a level head.
Of course, my lord. But the bastard of Bolton can't be trusted to do the same.
Bolton men approaching, my lord.
Oh putain. Oh le v'là. Putain, Bolton.
Something wrong with your gate?
Oh, même dans le jeu, hein, il a le regard de tueur. Hein.
Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in.
On me laisse entrer maintenant. Pourquoi
This
vous allez
is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
You may enter.
Okay.
Oh, may we? How gracious of the Lord to allow us in. And you said he wasn't a proper lord.
J'aimerais parler.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently.
Ça, c'est la merde quand même, hein. Putain, je suis tellement tendu là. J'en perds mes mots.
Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
Très impressionnant. Ah, impressionné? Ou alors il fait semblant? Ou alors il se fout de notre gueule? Hop, c'est parti. Putain, il en manque un, il est où le Duncan?
Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Sortez, que je puisse vous voir.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything.
Tout et rien.
We'll see.
Oh putain.
First,
D'abord, agenouillez-vous
let's
en
see
l'honneur
you
de mon
bend
père,
the knee
Lord
to my
Bolton,
father.
gouverneur du Nord.
Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words
Non,
are
non,
wind.
non, non.
Anyone can say they're loyal.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants
Qui c'est qui va tuer?
whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships,
Des
shields,
navires, des boucliers, des
chamber
pots de champ.
pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you?
Mon père l'a promis au roi.
That wouldn't reflect well on me.
Nous redoublerons
We will
l'effort.
double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. You had me stand out in the wind and mock
Ah, c'est la
so
merde,
you
là.
could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from
Putain,
one
ça
of
de la part
our
d'un de nos fidèles
loyal
bannerets est inacceptable.
will not do. So I've come up with
J'ai
a
donc trouvé une
solution
solution qui
that will benefit
contentera
everyone.
tout le monde.
The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills done?
Vous savez quelque chose que le Winterhell ignore.
We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The White Hills had ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little
Aha.
lord does have a point.
Eh ouais,
We'll
mon
try
Joe.
this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill
Pour l'instant, on a
will
marqué un point, les gars.
of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan!
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
Oh putain, qu'est-ce que c'est que cette merde?
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The seven hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Oh putain, qu'est-ce qu'il va lui faire?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
Oh putain.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Leave my sister alone.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well. I suppose you can
Je
stay.
suppose que vous pouvez rester.
Aren't you the bold lord?
Un lord audacieux.
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord.
Mais non!
Far too much trouble.
Ethan!
My lord!
Oh, no!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
Putain, l'enfoiré!
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Oh le bordel!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him.
Fetch the maester quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mother!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
You will not take him!
Help me!
Il va tuer Ethan. Ethan il est mort, c'est foutu. Vu ce qu'il lui a mis dans la gorge.
Ethan? My son.
Oh putain. On avait marqué un point.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties.
Le mur. Oh, Jon Snow.
Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nous serons prêts.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Oh oh. Bon et voilà les amis. C'est terminé pour l'épisode numéro 2 de Game of Thrones. Comme vous pouvez le voir, nous avons fini l'épisode 1. Donc l'épisode 2 va arriver prochainement. Et je voudrais bien voir ce qui va se passer dedans. Donc sur ce, n'hésitez pas à laisser un petit pouce bleu et un petit commentaire. Ça me ferait super plaisir. Et je vous retrouve à la prochaine pour une nouvelle vidéo. Allez, tchou!